Hi, welcome to the guest list. I'm now talking to Timmy Smith, who is here to join me and talk to me about her amazing jewellery designs. Welcome, Timmy.
Thank you, Nikki.
It's lovely to have you here. Now, what we have on the table here is just quite incredible.
Oh, thank you, Nikki. Well, I've been designing and creating for about 13 years now. More and more I wanted to be able to create pieces that connected people to either a place, a purpose, or a person. Looking at different ways of doing that, I stumbled across Lockets, and there the idea was born to encase people's memories within lockets. So those that are involved in weddings, of course, this is a perfect entity for them to hone in specific things that they want to have on their wedding day. And it may be their ability to bring a person or a place that can't be present at their wedding, or afterwards taking a piece of their ceremony site. So they might collect some sand and they send that to me, and I encase that so that they've got that memory forever. Also, a lot of people like to connect themselves to their children. So it might be something as simple as a hair locket, where I've done 4 generations and 5 different people, all within one locket. Brides quite often afterwards will, especially if they're not going to keep their dresses, will take a small piece of their dress and I will encase it.
That's such a clever idea, isn't it?
So it can be the lace work from a dress, and the other way I've been able to do this is taking from a grandmother's dress or their mother's dress and enabling them to encase it so that it's present with them. And it's especially nice for people that may not have that person with them any longer.
And I see on the table you've also got something for the grooms as well.
Yes, so cufflinks here. Again, the ability to encase what you want is quite limitless. But these ones here, Nikki, if you want to have a feel, the sand from a ceremony site.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
So the options here is that you can either take the sand prior to the event and have the cufflinks made so that they can wear them during the ceremony, or as a gift later.
That's fantastic. Or I could imagine that if a couple was to get engaged on a beautiful beach or somewhere like that, then to collect that sand and have the cufflinks made, and then to wear those in the ceremony and for the wedding. That would be very cool. I noticed there is a locket here with some water in it.
Yes, the water locket here enables you again to collect water from a specific area. This one here has been a great one. We've had bridesmaids hold on to the water from a rainy day wedding.
Oh, that is a lovely idea.
Or I've had a bride who has had the water collected from a stream from their family farm.
And I see there's ones here with there's ones with sand, there's ones with dirt. What's this one here?
This one here is a locket form of the connective kinner. So with the connective kinner, it enables you to embed sand from a specific place. Down the front here, I've got ones that have already had the sand embedded. This front one here has sand from Taranaki.
That is absolutely lovely. Now I notice there's some here that you can't actually see, it just looks like a little locket or something. What are those ones there?
Yeah, Nikki, these ones here are my discretion pendants. These enable you to encase things with discretion. So on the back of each of these, there's a screw system, and that enables you to get within the within the pendant and encase something like sand, soil, hair, or actually ashes.
Oh, how lovely. So if you have somebody who has passed, you can actually keep them very close to you and nobody would even know. Yeah. What a beautiful, beautiful thought.
And the thing, I've had a lot of brides that have said, look, I don't want to wear such a piece around my neck, but of course we then encase them or enable them to have them with their bouquets.
Oh, that is a lovely thing. And I suppose you could also have it as a charm on a bracelet too. How long does it take to create a piece like this?
I ask for at least 10 working days, but the big part of the lockets is that I actually do a consultation. So when people come to me with either the idea or the specific piece that they want to have encased, we sit down either virtually through Skype or face to face, and we note the words that make the piece significant, and then I document those into a letter format and gift them back with the piece.
What are they made of?
All the chains are sterling silver. With my lockets I've used stainless steel. 2 reasons. One is the non-tarnish effect and non-reactory, with what is inside. Sometimes with our sand, there's particular elements in there that can react with other metals. The other reason as well is that I had a very privileged upbringing of being a boating family, and I wanted to pay homage to my parents for what they did there.
Very nice. Yeah. That's very cool. Do you send these out all over New Zealand or even further afield?
Yeah, no, it is further afield than just Auckland. The great thing with these lockets is that a lot of the things that they want to have encased can arrive via post, and then our consultation can be done, as I said before, by Skype.
What are some of the other keepsakes that people have created?
This particular piece here, it's just a little piece of chain. A grandmother who had passed always wore one particular necklace with 4 daughters, so we decided to cut the chain into 4 pieces and create 4 lockets.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
The lockets are kind of sentiment to both ends of life, really. So I get pieces that have been asked to be created at birth, for 21st, for weddings, and then of course at the other end of life, which is for passings and anniversaries. I get asked to do a lot for anniversaries. Probably one of the most unusual pieces that I've been asked to encase are children's teeth.
Oh, really?
When put together within the locket, from a distance, no one will realise what they are.
Nice. I also see that you've got a little flower here.
With the flowers, again, people will bring them to me, and of course the best way to bring them is in a dried state. And that can be from a wedding bouquet, it can be from flowers that have been sent to honour the arrival of a new baby.
Tell me, how did you come up with this idea?
Well, Nikki, it's actually a very old idea. What happened with me is that I had been permeating the idea of encasing memories for a long time. And then a friend of mine, Klaus, and he was gifted a old-fashioned laptop, which is a writing desk which sits on your knee. And this laptop had come from the Kennedy farm on Waiheke Island. Now, my father's line runs through the Kennedys. So with tears in my eyes, I'm sitting there with the laptop, and he goes, actually, Tim, there was something else. When I was restoring the laptop, there was a secret compartment, and in the secret compartment was a hair locket with a little note wrapped around it that said my father and mother's hair and locket.
Oh, wow.
It had been lost for over 100 years, for a start, but by having those 7 words attached to that locket, we knew that it was from the Kennedy line. And that really cemented for me the importance of connecting, of having both the jewellery and the written word. So that's where the actual format of what I do came from.
What a beautiful story, and how lovely, and how fortunate that you found that locket, or found that lock of hair, and that this has been born from it.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting because when I mention to people about mourning jewellery, because of course that historically is where the hair lockets have been associated, the feeling of mobility comes in, and of course, as you can see from these pieces, that's not the light that I'm trying to portray here.
Not at all. No, not at all. They're beautiful pieces.
So I've been pulling old historic ways into a new concept and a contemporary design.
To me, absolutely stunning product, which I think a lot of our viewers would love to get hold of and have in their lives. How is the best way for them to get hold of you?
The way to get hold of me, Nikki, is to go on the Wedding Associates website, click on the suppliers section and scroll down to the jeweller, and there you'll find me and the discount that I'm offering when you purchase your discount card for $49.95 is that when you have a locket made, a custom made locket, you get to have a set of cufflinks for $30 instead of the normal $95.
Brilliant, great deal.
Thank you.
Timmy Smith, thank you so much for coming in to talk to me. Your products are beautiful.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you for having me.
I've been talking to Timmy Smith. This is the guest list, and don't forget, if you want to see any of our past segments, you can hop onto either our website or our Facebook page.